Hello students, we are doing subject environmental studies part 1 lesson number 11 a look inside the body. Welcome to Vidya Bhushan English Primary School Standard 4th online studies. As we were doing the lesson a look inside the body. Now what we can see in this picture, this man is filling the water from the tap into the drum. A drum is some distance away from the tap. Here we can see the tap and here we can see the drum. A drum is at some distance away from the tap. Still the water from the tap is flowing into the drum. How? Why is this so? You can see one tube or one pipe is connected from the tap to the drum. So this tube is carrying water from the tap to the drum. So the water flows into the drum. Now here you can see, we'll see about esophagus. The picture alongside shows two internal organs, the mouth and the stomach. These organs help in the digestion of food. The stomach is situated in the abdominal cavity. See, here you can see the stomach situated in the abdominal cavity. There is a tube in the thoracic cavity. Here you can see thoracic cavity. There is a tube in the thoracic cavity to transport food from the mouth, which you eat to the stomach. It is called as the esophagus or the gullet. It is called as the esophagus or the gullet. It carries the food from the mouth to the stomach. Here you can see esophagus, it carries the food from the mouth to the stomach. As here in this picture you can see esophagus, it carries the food from the mouth to the stomach. We use our mouth to eat our food. The tongue tells us about the taste of the food. We chew food with our teeth. As we eat, our saliva, it gets mixed with the food. As a result, the food forms a moist ball. It is easy to swallow this moist, soft ball. When you eat, it becomes moist ball and then it is easy to swallow. In this way, the food passes from your mouth to the stomach. This food passes through the throat. It passes through the throat into the esophagus. The wall of the esophagus is flexible. It is flexible. Flexible means capable of bending easily without breaking. How you have some of your clothes which are flexible, in the same way the wall of the esophagus is flexible. Sometime you are in a hurry while eating food, so you gulp the food fast. Then too you are able to eat the food because the wall of esophagus is flexible. This makes it possible to carry the food from the throat to the stomach easily. The organs which help digest our food are in the abdomen. only the esophagus is in the thoracic cavity. Why? The esophagus, this esophagus, it is in the thoracic cavity. As we have seen the thoracic cavity, we have seen the thoracic cavity here. Here, thoracic cavity. This is thoracic cavity. This is abdominal cavity. So here we have seen the thoracic cavity. Now the organs which help digest our food are in the abdomen. Only the esophagus is in the thoracic cavity. Why? So we take the food through our mouth. After chewing it with the help of the teeth, the food is mixed up with the saliva and then it becomes soft moist ball, and then we gulp it, and then it is pushed to our stomach. Here it is pushed from our mouth, it passes through the esophagus and it enters into the stomach. The stomach and other digestive organs are in the abdominal cavity. But this tube called esophagus or gullet has to be in the thoracic cavity. Why? Because it connects the mouth with the stomach. It connects the mouth with the stomach. It helps to carry the food from the mouth to the stomach. Thus, only esophagus is in the thoracic cavity. How we have seen here, this tube carries the water from the tap to the drum. In the same way, here esophagus, it helps to carry the food from the mouth to the stomach. How are the flexible walls of the esophagus useful? Here we have seen the walls are flexible. So how it is useful? The swallowed food needs to be sent further to the stomach by the esophagus. As you swallow the food from the mouth, it should be sent to the stomach. So it passes through the esophagus. So the flexible walls of the esophagus help to push the food in the forward direction as it is flexible. So it is easy to pass the food from the mouth to the stomach. Now we will see about the journey of the food. The journey of food in our body begins with the mouth. We eat with our mouth. Then the internal organs in the abdomen help to digest it. We eat from our mouth, then it passes through the esophagus. Esophagus is in thoracic cavity. Then the whatever food we eat, that pass in the stomach, abdominal cavity, and then after the digestion process happens in the stomach, digestion of food. Then after that, the undigested unwanted part is passed out through the anus in the form of feces. It passed out through the anus in the form of feces as you go to the washroom. So that is where the journey ends. So in this way, food travels through a pipe-like pathway from the mouth to the anus. It is called the alimentary canal. It is called the alimentary canal. It is about 9 meters long. This you can see alimentary canal. It is 9 meters long. It is made up of a number of internal organs. You can see many internal organs over here, such as mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. So in this way you can see many internal organs. So this is what it is, alimentary canal. Then the esophagus is a part of the alimentary canal. Here you can see the esophagus, it carries the food from the mouth to the stomach. It is a part of the alimentary canal. Now we will see about the heart. There is blood in our body. We take in air when we breathe in. As we have seen, when we breathe, we take in air. Our blood carries the air to all parts of the body. The blood, it carries the air to all parts of the body. The food that we eat gets digested. It is again blood that carries the digested part to every particle of the body. The blood carries the digested part to every particle of the body. For this purpose, it is necessary to keep blood flowing through the blood vessels that spread throughout the blood. Here we can see the food get digested, then it is again the blood. The blood carries the digested part to every particle of the body. For this purpose, it is necessary to keep blood flowing through the blood vessels that spread throughout the body. It is the function of the heart to keep the blood flowing. Now, it is the function, it is the work of the heart to keep the blood flowing. The heart is an important internal organ. It is important internal organ. It is in the center of the thoracic cavity. Here you can see. Then a little to its left, it is slightly bigger than one's fist. In this thoracic cavity, it is in the center of the thoracic cavity. A little to its left, it is slightly bigger than one's fist. You can see your fist. It is slightly bigger than one's fist. The walls of the heart too are flexible. The location of the heart, it is in the center of the thoracic cavity. Then it is slightly bigger than one's fist, and the walls of the heart are flexible. Here you can see heart. Now heart, the heart contracts, the heart becomes smaller. When the heart contracts, the heart becomes smaller, and when the heart relaxes, the heart returns to its original size. The rest part of the lesson we will see in part 3. Thank you.